If you're trying to let go of someone, but your chest tightens every time you imagine life without them, this video is for you. Because detachment isn't about not caring. It's about rescuing the part of you that is slowly disappearing. Most people think detachment means being cold, cutting off people, or pretending that you don't feel what you actually feel. That's not detachment. That is emotional suppression. Real detachment is one of the most loving and terrifying things that you will ever do. And if you're trying to detach from someone that you love without losing yourself in the process, stay with me. Hi, everyone. My name is Esther Bartkiw. For over 21 years, I have been helping people remember who they truly are beneath the layers, the stories, and the noise of this lifetime and beyond, so that the real you can emerge untamed and free. If you appreciate personal and spiritual growth content, please hit the like button in support of my channel. All right, let's start by talking about why it hurts so much to detach from someone you love. When you're emotionally attached to someone, your nervous system has made them home. Their presence regulates you. Their approval calms you. Their absence feels like withdrawal. So when people say, just let go, what they're really asking you to do is to feel unsafe on purpose. And of course, this creates struggle because your body thinks letting go equals danger. And here's the part that no one is telling you about. You are not attached to the person you love. You are attached to how you feel when you are with them. You feel seen, chosen, grounded, alive. And here's the biggest lie that people tell themselves about detachment. And that is, if you detach, you will just stop loving. That if you let go, you will become numb. And if you stop chasing connection, you will end up alone. That no one will ever love you again. But that thinking is not detachment. That's abandonment of yourself. True detachment is not withdrawing love, it's withdrawing need. It's the shift from I need you in order to be okay to I choose you, but I can survive without you. And that distinction changes everything. If you have tried to detach and failed, there is a reason for it. You cannot detach from someone until you've learned how to give yourself what you're needing from them. If they give you validation, you will cling to them. If they give you purpose, you will obsess over them. If they make you feel safe, your body will not let go. Because of those reasons and more, detachment doesn't start by pushing them away. It starts by turning towards yourself and giving yourself what you need. And here are 3 practical steps that will help you to actually detach. And the first step is stop forcing distance. Detachment does not necessarily require you to cut off people. Distance without emotional regulation just creates longing. Instead, practice emotional differentiation. And what that means is having the ability to identify and describe your feelings with specific nuanced language rather than lumping your feelings into broad categories like good or bad. So allowing for better understanding and regulation of your emotional states and leading to greater psychological well-being. It's about knowing exactly what you are feeling. So ask yourself, what am I feeling right now that I expect this person to fix? Loneliness, fear, unworthiness, and then sit with that feeling, not with that person. And as that soaks in, you can start coming up with a plan on how to help yourself with the loneliness, the fear, feeling unworthy, because it's always an inside job. Step number 2, reclaim the parts that you gave away. When you attach to someone, you often outsource parts of yourself. The parts of you in charge of confidence, joy, direction. They all become subdued as you look to the person you love to provide those things for you. Detachment means calling those parts back home. Start small. Do one thing every day that reconnects you to your life. Not to distract, but to remember who you are without that person. Now, here's a real life example. Imagine there's someone in your life who makes you feel more confident when they text you back. When they're present, you feel like yourself. When they pull away, you start questioning everything. You get worried and anxious. So without realizing it, you have handed them your sense of worth. Detachment in this case doesn't mean ignoring them. It means noticing the moment that you reach for your phone, not to connect, but to feel okay. And instead of sending that message, you sit with the discomfort and you tell yourself, I don't need them to remind me who I am. So instead, maybe you go for a walk. You write down what you are actually feeling. Perhaps you place a hand on your chest and breathe. It feels empty at first, I know, but slowly that part of you that you subdued and gave its power away starts coming back and builds inside of you. That's detachment. Not losing the person, but rather reclaiming yourself. And step number 3, allow grief without storytelling. You will grieve. And it's important. Let the emotion and tears flow. It's healthy and will ultimately do you a world of good. But grief doesn't need a story. You don't need to replay the memories. You don't need to analyze what went wrong. Let the feeling move through your body without attaching a narrative. This piece is important because most people feel the emotion as they replay memories and analyze what went wrong. Instead, feel the ache, breathe, let the emotion and feelings pass through you. This is how attachment loosens. On the other side of detachment, something surprising happens. You don't love less. You love cleaner. You stop betraying yourself to keep connection. You stop shrinking to be chosen. And suddenly you can be around people without losing yourself. And that's freedom. If you are in the middle of this situation right now, trying to detach, be gentle with yourself. Detachment is not a switch. It is a process of coming home to you. And the fact that you're even here watching this video means that you are already on your way. You are not broken for loving deeply. You are learning how to love without abandoning yourself. If this video feels like it was speaking directly to you, there's a reason. Most people don't struggle with detachment because they are weak. They struggle because parts of them are still trying to survive an old story, and they've never been given the space to come back home to you. When those parts are supported and reintegrated, something shifts. You stop chasing connection to feel whole. You stop abandoning yourself to be loved. And you start creating relationships and a life that actually support your peace and your dreams. This is the kind of work that I do with people. Not to change who you are, but to help you come back to yourself so detachment doesn't feel like a loss. If that's something you are ready for, You'll find the next steps linked below in the description box. And if you're not quite ready yet to work with me one-on-one, please watch the video that's popping up on your screen right now. It is a nice complement to what we have talked about here today.